This year we did just over 1.3 million in payments, and these are the 5 most common mistakes I see with people who want to make money with IUL. Number 1, viewing it the wrong way. The goal is to profit. Yes, tax-free. Yes, without risk of loss due to market downturns, but overall, to profit. We are using this insurance product as a means to that end. Yes, you are overpaying for insurance. Who cares? If someone told you, hey, here's $1 million, but you have to buy this roll of toilet paper from me for $1,000. What do you say? Well, first, that's extremely overpriced toilet paper, and second, we already have some at home we don't need anymore. No, of course you're not. You'd say, how do you take payment? With IUL, you might be paying $100,000 for 5 years for $1 million in insurance if you're a 60-year-old male. Are you overpaying for that insurance? Absolutely, but it's almost irrelevant. Yes, the insurance is there. Yes, you could find it for much cheaper. The goal is to profit. Who cares if you're overpaying for the insurance? All that should matter is the internal rate of return, and that's it. Number 2, failure to see the big picture. IULs are long-term vehicles. They are not get-rich-quick schemes. Usually people on day one understand this. They're nodding their head. They understand over the 30-year period, retroactive back to day one, they will have a less than 1% fee to make those gains completely tax-free. They even see that the break-even point might not even be until year 5. However, there's understanding that in the beginning, and then there's being 1, 2, and 3 years in, coming back to see an annual review and seeing, well, I've gained 10% these past 3 years, but why is my cash value still less than what I've put in? This is something that we can't just understand on day one, but have to continue to understand and stick to the game plan. If you want to have a net internal rate of return of 6% after fees, after taxes, it's not going to happen in 3 years. If you bought an apartment building and you were only able to fill up the first floor after 1 year, would you be profiting? No, but after the second floor, the third floor, the fourth floor fills, once that building is fully maxed out, is fully leased, that is when it is optimized for profits. The same thing is happening with indexed universal life. Number 3, withdrawing more than you put in instead of loaning. IULs are pitched as this tax-free vehicle. They are tax-free. You are able to access that money tax-free, but you can only do so by accessing via policy loans. You can withdraw everything that you put in completely income tax-free. Anything above that, since the money is technically growing tax-deferred, is going to be taxed. You can get around that, however, by accessing the money via policy loans. There's 2 different ways to do this. There's zero wash loans. These aren't always available in early policy years, but these are when essentially you're going to be loaning the money at, say, 3%, but the insurance company is also going to credit you an equal and opposite rate of interest at 3%. So you're loaning at 3, but they're also crediting your 3. So it's like a zero wash, and now it's tax-free. There's also variable loans. These are my personal favorite. These are where you're going to be loaning the money at a variable rate, so it's changing, hence the name, but that same money is still going to be linked to the index. So if you are loaning the money at 5%, but the index gains 7, even though you had to pay 5% on that money you loaned out, you actually gained 7, so you gained a 2% spread on money you've already taken out. Those and the fixed loans are income tax-free. When someone tells you you can access your money tax-free via IUL, they are talking about policy loans, or you can withdraw, but only up to how much you put in. Number 4, over-loaning. This especially applies to when people are using IUL to take retirement income. If someone has $500,000 in cash value and wants to start taking tax-free retirement income via policy loans, they can do this, but if you turn that on at a certain percentage, say it's an 8% withdrawal rate, and you never check it again, you may very well be fine. You may be perfect. You're able to take that $40,000 every single year. Beautiful. You never have to do anything else. But if the policy isn't performing as well as it used to, or there was some down years, meaning the money didn't grow, it just stayed where it was, this might mean you need to reduce that income. Now, this is very easily avoidable by just having annual reviews with your agent, see how the policy is performing, and see if you need to lower it. As long as you keep an eye on that, you're fine. But just turning on, say, an 8% withdrawal rate and never checking it again, that is a big no-no. Number 5, lack of ongoing policy maintenance. This doesn't only apply to the last point, but also applies to, in some cases, needing to reduce the death benefit to the minimum or switch the death benefit option from an increasing to a level. These are both very simple things to do, but have to be done manually. Even though they might be illustrated on your policy and look like they're going to be done automatically, they're not. You have to call into the company and get these things taken care of many years into the policy. Again, another great reason why you need to be holding annual reviews, and your agent needs to be taking care of these things. If these things aren't done, these are just going to be more ways that you're going to be paying more for insurance that you didn't need to be paying for. In summary, get an agent that knows what they're doing and is going to host annual reviews and take care of you. If you'd like to avoid these mistakes and look at a policy for yourself, book a 20 minutes quick consultation down below with myself. I'd be happy to help.